Hi, lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's Jana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, like commentaries, and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright, lovelies, let's diving into this video.
So lovely, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys. Well, this punk-colored people was actually saying doing what exactly how they know how to do best. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright, lovelies, let's get into it.
Think about this. This week he announced that he will withhold shipping weapons to Israel as they fight to eradicate Hamas terrorists in Gaza. No, it was shocking to hear it. Even while there are still American hostages being held by Hamas, and they're saying, oh, October 7th never happened. You know, they say that. And Biden has fallen for it. Crooked Joe's action is one of the worst betrayals of an American ally in the history of our country. I support Israel's right to win its war on terror. Is that okay? I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad politically. I don't care. You got to do what's right. It was a terrible attack. October 7th was a terrible attack. I don't know. It's probably bad politically, but I don't care. You have to do. When I'm president, we will not allow our colleges to be taken over by violent radicals. And if you come here from another country and try to bring jihadism or anti-Americanism or anti-Semitism to our campuses, we will immediately deport you. You'll be out of that school.
For those of you who say you're not voting for Biden because of his stance with Israel and the Palestinians, know that this is your alternative, what you just heard. And believe me, I get it. Nobody's happy with Biden. I'm not happy with Biden. But the alternative is Donald Trump. Project 2025, Agenda 47. Not only does the Republican Party support homophobia, transphobia, systemic racism, they also support what you see happening to the Palestinians. Watch this clip from U.S. Congressman Brian Mast, who happens to be from my community.
Israel should go in there and kick the shit out of them. Just absolutely destroy them, their infrastructure, level anything that they touch. Clear enough?
Everything you hear from the Republican Party today is the language of extreme right-wing white Christian nationalism. As a Christian growing up, as a conservative growing up, as an undercover racist growing up, as a homophobic growing up, as a xenophobic growing up, I was taught all these things that the Republican Party continues to spew, such as Arabs and Palestinians are jihadists and terrorists. You hear them use this language all the time. The language of white supremacy is subtle, it is covert, and it's filled with dog whistles, but those who have an ear can hear it loud and clear. I come from this line of thinking, so I understand the thought process with that line of thinking. They'll say things like, just don't commit crime. He should have complied. 13% of the population commits 50% of all violent crime. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. I don't care what your sexual preference is, just don't shove it down my throat. Go back to your shithole country. We will deport you. They're a bunch of jihadists and terrorists. You see, it's always under the guise of moral superiority. This is why they have the God complex. They justify all their hate and bigotry through their religious beliefs. And I encourage you to go read Project 2025, which was written by the Heritage Foundation. While you're at it, also read Agenda 47, which is a package of proposals put forward by Donald Trump, some of which include rounding up our homeless and putting them in internment camps, also getting rid of our secondary institutions and creating an American university where you can learn patriotism and how to pledge allegiance to a flag. I wish there was a better way, I really do. The two-party system sucks and has failed us time and again. But the hatred and bigotry coming from MAGA has to go.
How are they going to vote for Biden? Come on. He needs to be on Golden Pond.
A lot of people keep on looking at Biden like he's stupid and thinking that he's senile. What about Trump? Trump don't know the difference between payroll tax versus TAF tax. He think that TAF tax could replace limit on payroll tax. And no one is pointing that out to him. Trump, first of all, has ways of scrutinizing things, and he's been doing a lot of things when it comes to business. That's why he always filing chapter 13 and bankruptcy all the time, because he be fumbling his money. Put it this way, he be fumbling other people's money. And when Trump was in office, how many people had walked out of his office? He treated the White House like the practice by firing people when he couldn't get things his way. And then you guys forget, y'all talk about how Biden is a social allies with Netanyahu and they were doing genocide. Trump brought Putin to the White House. And honestly, the Russians have been the alleged mortal enemy from the United States for a very long time. And I don't think Trump, when it came to history, he realized about the Cold War and how they always had to make sure that the people that was on the east side had to stay on that east side for a reason. Okay? Because once the east side started to gain their power, just like how Germans on the east side was, that's how World War II has started. And World War I has started too. Okay, and we're about to have World War III, God forbid. All right? Thanks to Donald Trump. All right? Because Trump was being friends with the Russians. And then that's how Putin was able enough to gain capital and build up his infrastructure. But you know what's so funny? Putin started to build up friendship with the people that the West claimed that they had allies with. Meanwhile, they weren't even necessarily allies, that they colonized. And then he gave them the gumption to wake up and smell the coffee where they started to gain their power. Okay? And how did you think all of that happened? Putin, to me, when we looked at Pence wasn't even the vice president, because every time we kept on seeing Putin standing right next to Trump. Y'all forget about that. Y'all ready to say that, oh, Biden is old, he's too set in his ways, he don't know. But what about Trump? Trump is 78 years old. All right? And I don't think Trump have all the noodles in his head, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to say allegedly, because some of the things that Trump be saying is crazy. All right? Especially when he's telling workers who paying taxes that he's going to exempt their taxes. If somebody's exempting your taxes, then you don't have to pay anything back. Okay? That is going to mess the economy up. Then he turned around and said that he helped the people them in housing. Now, to me, he must have some amnesia, because what I knew, he shut down housing. He tried several attempts to shut down housing and even cutting the cost of people with medical problems. But I'm going to go off the topic. The thing I don't understand is, and some of y'all, half of these laws that were made, even though Biden has signed it, half of these laws came from the Republican and the Democratic and the Liberal Party. It was so funny how, it's so ironic, it's not funny. And I'm not going to treat this to be funny, because I think this is very dangerous. They can get up in the morning on a Friday and a Saturday and Sunday, or do their thing on Skype or Zoom or whatever, and come up with a documentation and claim that they did a vote, which we don't even know what kind of vote was, because we didn't see it on television. All right? And usually the hours of operation should be Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. But they were able enough to go the weekend and to make up laws to ban TikTok and to draft young men and children, young men and women under the age of 18 to 20 something. Okay? You don't find that to be suspicious? Where they were able enough to draft this law and to vote it in and for him to sign it. So if he is so senile, how come he's been signing a lot of papers unless he has a clone? Okay? Or he has, what's her name, Harris, sitting there and reading to him, like that senator that we had. If you're going to turn around and talk about how old he is, how about all these senators that's over the age of 70? Didn't they say Social Security is past 70? So that means that Trump should be retired too, because he's 78. He got his pension. Okay, he can get his pension in jail. You understand what I'm saying? But you ready to want to elect a criminal who did blue collar crime? I mean, Madoff didn't get off so easily. He had to rot in jail, including John Gotti. Okay? No, for real. So when I'm looking at all this scenario, we got two people that's not eligible to be presidents. One may act like today he don't know what today's date, but for some reason he knows everything about the war, and he knows how to sign and give away money to Ukraine. Okay, but you don't think that Trump was giving aid and assessments to Putin? How you think about it? Russia wasn't so powerful until they did the 4 years of investment, and Trump was helping them with that business. Whether it was all kinds of business, whether it was red light district business, whether it was real estate business, and they started making money. Okay, and then all of a sudden he collected Bitcoins. Okay, which was an idea that was set from an African who was known as Gaddafi. And then all of a sudden he was able to control Bitcoins. And I'm referring to Putin. Okay, so before anybody can talk about Biden, let's talk about Trump. Let's talk about the both of them. Neither one of them are fit enough to be president, because you can't trust neither one of them. Trump, I don't trust him. I don't trust him because from my personal experiences of knowing Trump, being a part in New York, okay? And let me tell you something. You cannot change a liver. You cannot change a leopard's spots, okay? Trump is going to be the same person. This is a man that never want to shake hands to a black person, or never wanted to enter a black person to come into his building, which was Trump Towers. And he used to say the most racist thing. You guys forgot about the campaign where he had nothing but white supremacy there? And he still had white supremacy. Look at David Banner. He's sorry that he ever had worked with him. Many people that Trump was in the office with, they ended up got fired or they end up incarcerated because they were doing, matter of fact, he was doing all the dirty work and they end up getting a fall for it. To me, I would not take the fall for it. Biden, yes, he had a son that's incarcerated, about to be incarcerated, but Trump did far worse. Okay? And with Biden's situation is, you guys think that, oh, he's slow, he doesn't know. You need to go back to the time when Reagan was running as president. Reagan was sick in the second term, and they tried to hide it. And they had Nancy Reagan running it. And then they had Bush Sr., who was the vice president and running the CIA. He was running it all right. He was running it and making money for him and for the Reagan administration and for the Republicans. So you need to go back to your history and look at the greatest presidents that was way before Biden's time and even Trump's time and the things that they had done. And trust me, it was not patriotic.
About something. I will continue to ride with Biden and Harris. And I say that shit with my full chest. Biden and Harris ain't doing nothing for me. Did you damn it know this? Women who look like me are 3 times likely to pass away from a pregnancy-related cause than women who do not look like me. How the hell is it that the richest country in the world has the highest maternal mortality rate? Oh, but the Biden and Harris administration is the first administration to do something about it. And I gotta give this credit to Harris. To those that say that Harris doesn't do anything, you might want to open your damn ears. See, y'all clearly don't know her role as the VP. But moving forward, here are a list of things that the Biden-Harris administration are doing to tackle maternal mortality. They invested almost $32 million to support parents and families. $9 million goes to 12 states. Train OBGYNs. Midwives. $11 million going to programs to help postpartum mothers. Harris even established a network that focuses on maternal health research. I don't know if you guys know. Last week, Women Who Look Like Me, we had a maternal mortality national week. I think I said that right. Biden and Harris administration, they recognized that in 2021. Last week, Harris hosted roundtables talking about this issue from North Carolina to Nevada. Like I said, I'm riding with Biden and Harris.
Like, seriously, lovelies, when I say that these people do not care about anyone else except for themselves, they don't care about anything that anyone is going through, then if you like, go through any other thing that you want to go through. These people do not care. They only care about themselves. They care about what actually benefits them. They don't care about the struggle of the poor masses. They don't care about how people are surviving. They don't even care if you can perish. What they care about is themselves. If some of other things don't touch maybe their relations or anybody, they are okay with it. Like, how could you be actually comfortable saying stuff like this? You have not even gotten to a certain position that you are clamoring for, but you already, telling us what and what you have to do. And like, seriously, these projects, 2024, a thing that has been trending, that actually, gonna have so many negative impacts, especially if you're a woman. It's something that has to actually think about. And look at him here, talking and bragging on how he can. Oh my goodness, this is so disheartening. So everything now is anti-Semitic. So even if you see where something is getting wrong, you are not supposed to talk about it. You are just going to watch and see people being humiliated. You are just going to close your eyes and pretend as if you're not seeing the humiliation going on in the life state of someone. So because you don't want to be, anti-Semitic someone, you just have to, keep quiet and watch evil prevail. Like, what is the world actually going? Where are we going to? What happens to humanity? Like, what is actually happening? These people keep giving reasons why you should never trust them. How could somebody be so blunt, be so proud of, okay, when I get to the office, this is what I'm gonna do? You are so confident, as if you already gotten there, as if you have made every way possible to get there, and you're gonna do whatever you want to do to get over there. You don't care what people have to say about it. Like, this is just something that everyone really need to wake up. You need to think. You need to actually think it very carefully before casting your vote. Like, the word is actually not favoring the less privileged. Let's just take for instance what has been happening over there in Gaza. Like, what are they actually doing to stop the level of genocide that is happening there? No one is talking about how or measures to take to actually put it to a stop. Everyone is all about take them down even at the expense of innocent people. Is there no way at all they can actually go and take whosoever they feel that it was a threat to them, Hamas or whosoever? Why not just do things in a way whereby innocent lives cannot be affected? But at this point, it's as if they don't even care about the so-called innocent people. And this is just something we're talking about. Innocent people are paying for the sins that they never committed. Innocent people are actually paying for everything that they never committed. Yesterday, I posted a video. Was it not Ron DeSantis? Is it Ron DeSantis? Trying to, he was threatening to expel anybody that want to, go for any form of peaceful wherever. You're gonna expel the person, all because of these people decided that since the government is not doing anything, maybe the government is not seeing what is happening in power and the way at which these innocent people are losing their life. Like, they will not even allow you to hold a peaceful protest anymore. Even peaceful protest is now anti-Semitic. You people do not want to do anything. You people still want people to, pretend as if nothing is going on. Meanwhile, there are some innocent people over there crying and asking and seeking for help and waiting on on when people are going to come to their aid. Sometimes it takes an oppressed person to know what it feels to be oppressed. So when I see people like this talking, bragging about it, all I say to myself is that if you have not, wear the shoe that hurts, you will never know how it feels to wear a shoe that hurts. Seriously, the humanity these days is all about selfishness, what I can get, what my family can get. If I'm okay, I don't care about anybody. If I'm okay, I don't care about what the world can say. But you don't know that any other thing that you have done on this earth, there is a judgment coming. There's a judgment coming. You feel that you own everything, you run everything, so nobody has the right to actually question you or whatever. But there is what they call judgment. Like this young man, like Donald has not even gotten to the office yet, and all of these things has been spewed out from his mouth. What if he now got to the office? What would have happened then? What will happen then? That means on his name, people need to tremble. Like I'm not even a political person. I'm not a politician on all of that. But it's just that the way at which things are going, it's high time for people to, to actually think about what is happening on earth generally. Not quite long, Putin declares this state a state of its enemy, and before you know it, they already passed a draft. And now these are all the things when Putin sees, he was like, what are they doing? Anyways, lovelies, I saw this and I thought that I was gonna put it up here so that we all will be aware of what is happening. We all will be aware of, we should all think before casting our votes. Like I said earlier on, I am not a politician, I'm not into politics, but I stand on humanity. I stand on, trying to know what it means to be in a hurting position. These people in power have suffered a lot and things need to be done. Not only even in Palace, but in Congo. But it's so obvious that these guys don't even care. All they care is about themselves. Everyone is just being selfish. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. And I will see you lovelies when I upload the next.
And if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or worse. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.